Hey yo, TV, we back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I'm dropping more recent videos. We on the road to 500 subscribers. We at 403. We getting it in. We dropping every day. Y'all gotta check out them shorts and make sure you'll follow. I got 800 views on the video and ain't got no follows. What type of shit did I make? But drop them cash apps because you know I got y'all. The first one comment, I got you. So we gonna get into this video. Marlon Wayans bros finally respond to Aries Spears. So we gonna see what they talking about. Let's get it.
Had two comedy shows that dominated urban. Reporting live from Hyper's Club, Pipe News, I'm John Abba.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And a bitch.
You can't look you like.
We've seen him get slapped up already online, so.
Back in the 90s, when it came to sketch comedy, you had two comedy shows that dominated urban viewers, which were In Living Color and Mad TV. The shows which elevated the careers of the Wayans family and then rising star Aries Spears are both considered favorites for many. Well, now in 2026, the Wayans brothers, specifically Marlon and Sean Wayans, are at odds with their former collaborator and fellow comedian, Aries Spears. During a live interview on Thursday promoting the return of their Scary Movie franchise, Sean and Marlon Wayans would catch listeners by surprise when they would finally address comments made by Spears about both brothers on Vlad TV in 2024. You see, Spears would specifically call out Sean for being arrogant, while he would criticize Marlon's then dispute with Vlad TV over a $40,000 interview offer. These comments from Spears look to have bothered both Marlon and Sean so much that they would have no issue with revealing Spears begging for work behind the scenes, and Sean would go on to directly call Spears a bitch during the live broadcast of Atlanta morning radio show, The Morning Hustle.
Yeah. So now that you do get your name added to a bunch of things that where you could just be sitting at home minding your business and they like, we spoke to Sean. Because you had one too.
I did?
Yeah, they called you arrogant. It was a comedian, Aries Spears, I guess.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot.
They had Angie Martinez with them. Ow. She got him. Is that Angie Martinez? That gotta be Angie Martinez. I'll be having her mixed up with the old girl from the Breakfast Club all the time. But old girl from the Breakfast Club don't dress like that, so I know that's Martinez.
Yeah.
And a bitch.
We keep our mouth shut. We don't talk about
I didn't go back at him because I didn't care, but now that you bring it up, he's a bitch for that because he was begging to get inside of one of our movies or on our TV show. I put him on a cartoon that we did called The Boo Crew. I realized how crazy he was. He was a crazy man. So
and what he's saying is, keep my name out your mouth. You have real black guys, keep with him.
Yeah.
We've seen him get slapped up already online.
Man,
so
he always got something smart to say, and I have no disrespect for any black man in this business or anything. Just keep our name out your mouth. Keep our name out your mouth. I had a beef with what's his name, DJ Vlad. And you know, it's one thing, between me and Vlad. And you know, Aries always got something smart to say, and I respect the fact that he was trying to bite his tongue, but he was like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Don't talk about my money or my value or what I feel about what my value is. And as a black man, you should never, ever do that, because one day you're going to be in my position. 8 months later,
Yeah.
him and DJ Vlad beefing about him wanting more money from Vlad. You know, hey man, Aries, you got our number, holla.
it was a sucker move. It was like, yo, what the hell? What is you got a little podcast?
Sean, and I was like, Sean likes to wear his shades. Why you care about looking in this man's eyes?
As mentioned, the Wayans comments look to specifically come from Spears' previous comments about them on Vlad TV, in which, to Marlon's points, Spears' relationship with the platform has since gone sour after Spears would specifically seek a raise for his appearances. Now, when first commenting on Sean Wayans in 2024, Aries would open up about his frustrations with being labeled as difficult and would bring up Sean Wayans for being someone who is truly arrogant after stories would float around with him wearing sunglasses in comedy clubs. Your talent doesn't match your arrogance. For you to be that arrogant, you gotta be super talented, and even then, there's never reason to be that. He would close out his comments by saying that if you are going to act that way, your skill level should be that of Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle. Now, when it comes to Marlon Wayans, literally from that same interview with Vlad, Vlad would reveal some issues with trying to book Marlon on his show after Marlon's team would end up requesting that he received $40,000 and 30% of the revenue from the interview. Spears, as mentioned by Marlon, would attempt to restrain himself, but would seemingly mock Marlon's request by asking Vlad, "Do you really think that juice is worth the squeeze?" He would later go on to suggest that someone like Cat Williams might be more worth for that type of offer. Now, interesting enough, fast forward to 2 years later, Spears has now found himself at the center of beefing with Vlad over an offer he would present to the online host, which has now spilled onto social media.
Apparently, Vlad decided to do an interview where he's taking shots at me and throwing me under the bus. And let me just say for the record, Vlad, you are a coward, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Because I didn't even really watch the whole video, because what turned me off immediately was he started out by saying, "We not friends." You said to me in my face on multiple occasions that we are friends. But now all of a sudden, because I asked you for a bump in pay and that pissed you off, we're not friends? So which is it? Tell the truth.
Following the circulation of being publicly called out by the Wayans brothers, Spears has yet to respond to the now feud. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Now that we finally heard the Wayans address their issues with Spears, do you think they should have remained silent? And did Spears once again play himself by offending the two brothers who continue to make noteworthy comedy projects? And for more news in comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed this story, head over to hypersclub.com right now to get a membership to watch full interviews and more original content. Reporting live from Hypers Club for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
And a bitch.
He said, remember they used to say Sean was something wrong with Sean? I don't know. With Sean coming out. Sean coming out talking this shit. Aries Spears always got something to say, man. All the time about somebody. But now the comments is coming like the rappers. They beefing. But man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I'm dropping my recent videos. So, and yeah, make sure you hit that Cash App and follow them YouTube Shorts. I make short videos, man. I had 800 views, no followers, bro. Come on, man. Y'all watching it for something, commenting and not following. What type of weird shit is that? But make sure y'all motherfucking subscribe. We out.